what up with it? Bad boys.
Hello. What's up, world fans? How are you guys?
So we just wanted to come on here and do a little update.
You guys have been wanting to know what's going on with the Bad Boys. Where are the episodes that they are coming to you? They're coming to you soon and fast. They're gonna be crazy.
Make sure you subscribe. Help us promote.
Yes.
Shoot us your ideas and comments and suggestions.
What you want to know? Give us questions. We love answering you guys' questions. Just let us know.
Yeah, but it's time to get down to the bottom of some things real quick.
Of some things. We're not going to give you everything, but we're going to give you a taste of what we feel like the Bad Boys is, and
let you know what we do. You feel me?
Yeah, and then we'll give you maybe a little inside dirt on some of your favorite Bad Boys.
All right. As you know, I'm Tarad.
I'm Bad Boy Reese.
That's your boy Reese right there. You'll be introduced to the rest of everybody else,
Confessional video.
and their confessional, but this is ours, time for ours. So.
The official confessional video.
Alright, so tell me what makes you a bad boy.
What makes me a bad boy is that nobody's judgment of me runs my life. I run my life the way I want to run my life. If I want to be loud, I'll be loud. If I want to be quiet, I'll be quiet. I run my life, and the way I run my life happens to run people around me. So that's what makes me a bad boy. What makes you a bad boy?
Okay, one thing before we get to what makes me a bad boy, because I don't need no rules to tell me that I'm bad. But a lot of people think that it's bad boy shit. They take it to the head like, you a bad boy. You running around. You about to be like, some hoodlum in the street. You fighting niggas left and right. And that's not what being a bad boy is about. I think being a bad boy is really mentally. It's in your head up here about being the best that you can be. Not being no pushover. Basically, not letting nothing get to you. You feel me? And that's what your different things you come up against, such as your anger. Physical altercations, sometimes are a result of different things that you can, come to. But it's just about being a boss, you feel me, in your own shoes, and doing the best that you can at whatever it is you're doing. But I'm a bad boy because I'm about my money, always about my money. If you know me, then you know that's what I'm about. I'm about being successful. You feel me, being successful and my money. That's all I'm doing right now. You feel me? And I come up to all these haters and all these people that want to say they're cool with me and shit, and want to be like, oh yeah, he not a bad boy because he don't fight, or because I don't get into shit. I don't need to fight to prove that I'm a bad boy. I'm not bad. I don't need to fight. I'm not bad that I have somebody else fighting for me and then still be the coolest nigga in the whole situation. So that's
fighting. Fighting is, at the end of the day, I guess it's the baddest form of being a bad boy, but that's not all being a bad boy is. Coming from somebody who has no problem jumping into a fight because I'm not fighting all the time doesn't make me less of a bad boy. You may define some people's bad boy,
Sometimes that's why I think people want people like you have to do this and have to do that to be a bad boy. What the hell? No.
But whoever, if you feel like that's the way you be a bad boy, then by all means, fighting all the time, if that's what you want to do.
So let's talk real quick about people you have. Do you have a beef with anybody in the house or anybody in the group?
Oh goodness!
I have to go there real quick.
A beef. I don't have. Oh no. No, there's no beefs. Like in all actuality, like it's a joke. I've heard it a couple times, but like people say I'm like the sweetheart. I like everybody. I don't have a problem with anybody. I love everybody. Some people get on my nerves sometimes, but that's just people in general. Just because you get on my nerves.
So who mostly get on your nerves? Like out of the whole.
Who mostly gets on my nerves?
It's no shade intended. It's just like keep it real.
Okay, who's all in the Bad Boys? We need to clarify.
The main people. Let's start with Jazz. Go ahead with Jazz.
With Jasmine. Pros and cons with Jasmine.
Yeah.
Jasmine's pros is that he is so wonderful. He is. I love Jasmine. Jasmine is probably one of my favorites. I love him so much. A con is he kind of thinks he's like the Natalie of our season, and I don't appreciate that because, I mean, we haven't had a bad boy rating or anything like that, like where we know who's the baddest. So how like dare you claim Natalie's fine? Like, but like, hey, I mean, if you feel like you're Natalie, then by all means be Natalie. I'm fine with being Karen because she got this put on.
All right, okay, so you don't have no quick beef with him.
No, I love Jazz.
So just that situation. All right, go ahead. We're not gonna do pros and cons. We're just gonna do cons because we just got it like that. If they don't know you love them, then they don't know. But whatever. Mook.
Cons with Mook. I don't know. I don't really have a con with Mook. It's just when I first met him, I didn't like. When I first met him, I didn't like. Oh my god, he seemed real pompous. He seemed like he just is like the shit. And I like, okay, well, not that for you. But like, just getting to know him, he's just really introverted, and he's cool as hell.
So
I love him.
But no problem with him.
No problem with him.
Okay, on to the next person. I kind of messed up here, but on to the next person. We got Coke.
My only con with Coke is like it took me a while to warm up to him because in the initial my first ever seeing this man, we were going to fight him.
Wait, why were we going to fight him?
Well, it wasn't a beef. We weren't going to fight him. Jazz was going to fight Coke when I met Coke, and my understanding was we didn't like him. No liking Coke. And then, I mean, I turn around and he's like our great girlfriend now. And it took me a while to like warm up to him, but like now I love Coke. Coke is like so super cool, and I had to get to know him because like for one, like for my initial reaction, we don't like you, but now I love him.
So no beef.
There's no beef. There's no beef with Coke. I love
him. Well, what about do we do Jazz? We do Jazz. Okay, what about Quan? You know that's his cousin.
Rockin' sock with himself. Everyone knows I love Quan, so that's it.
You love everybody. I mean, you don't got no. So let's get down to you. Ain't got no problem with nobody or nothing. Like not one thing. Not one of the bad boys did. Since we had this joint, what about Mitch?
I like Mitch. I do. I love Mitch. Mitch is cool, but I don't like when Mitch is drunk. That's my only thing I have with Mitch. Sometimes when he gets drunk, he's a little over the top and he does a little.
So you saying he only a bad boy when he gets drunk?
No, I'm not gonna say he's only a bad boy when he gets drunk, but I feel like you aren't as brave when you're not I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. I don't really know the man all like that, but from what I see, alcohol, makes people feel like everything. But no love lost.
Whoa, let's see.
What about you, sir? Let's start with you.
I love all my bad boys. They wouldn't be bad boys if I didn't love them. They wouldn't be, but I have some problems with some things that some.
Let's start with Jasmine.
Jasmine, best friend, 15 years. It still don't mean shit. That nigga got the attitude of, I don't know, got the attitude of my mama, my girl, and my auntie at the same time. Like let me tell you, he just so. I can't explain it. I love him.
It's Jasmine.
But that's just him,
the only word you can say.
He on a high horse and he thinks that he the only one that's up in the family. That's how he treats some people. I just like that. You the shit, but you're not that. Your shit don't stink. You feel me?
Mrs. Brian.
Brian, I love my cousin. The man. Why you have to do that?
We're going in order.
He has a problem too. Like he has this whole like when we started this whole Bad Boys thing, it was just a game. We were just playing. You feel me? It was just a little clip, and now he like it seemed like to me he kind of upset like that I kind of like took out the credit. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm just really for real the one that's for real stepping up to try to make it happen. You feel me? So that's why I call myself the CEO. I'm the CEO of the shit. Nobody else thinking the shit. What?
Nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Give me the next one. Give me the next one.
Next one's Khalil, aka Cole.
You wanna know what? Khalil, one of the most dramatic people of the group. He dramatic, but I never had no problems with Coke. I never had no problems with Coke, and I don't think I ever would, cause he always straddled the fence. So
the next one.
Well, I'm just saying he knows where to not he knows where to not stick his nose, but at the same time when it's with the group, you know. But when it's out there, he don't give a fuck. He can assume something that's going on and pop up and just because. One second, I got to answer the question.
Shit's getting real, ladies and gentlemen. It's getting real. Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Alright, my bad. So, where was we at?
Next is Bad Boy
Quan. I love Quan. He used to be my road dog. Quan used to get me out of so much shit. Like I can get into it with Jazz. And then he'd be like, "Oh, you know, yo, let's calm this down. Y'all been to each other for so long, you know. Let's fix it. Let's squash it." Every time I got into it with Jimmy. Like he always helped fix it. But now, like this is like one of the first times like I'm getting into it with him, and he like taking somebody else's side who you just met. Like I don't know. Y'all, what's going on with y'all bondage situation or whatever, but like you just met this new boy, you met this new kid that's in the house or whatever, and you don't want to treat me like you don't want to treat me like you knew me for like some years. That's kind of hard, you know. I don't like people that side with people, especially if me and you been rocking for a minute. Who else we got?
Last but not least,
Mitch. I don't have no problem with Mitch, but Mitch right now is one of the ones. No, we didn't look professional real fast. Mitch is one of the ones that's not too high on my popularity ladder because number one, he's a replacement.
As long as you know your damn place, you are a replacement.
Wait. He's a replacement, but at the same time, with him being a replacement, like he come in just like stepping in like he just like he owning shit like he doing.
No,
shit.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. I mean, at the end of the day, you are a replacement. You're not an original, so you know your place. You tread lightly because your place in this house is not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
There's no shame.
But my thing is, you know, you in a group. If you're in a group and we out in public, you know, and we go to the club or whatever, I got your back. You feel me? But it just seemed like you never had my back. I went to jail because this cat, like over some shit that some drunken shit that this nigga got into. I went to jail over this nigga. And like I'm trying to have this nigga's back, you know, when people are trying to jump him and shit at the club or whatever, and then he want to pop off and get mad because I said he shouldn't have came because he wasn't gonna do nothing. Like I don't understand how you gonna get mad.
Girls get mad at the truth. That's when the girls get mad at the truth.
But yeah, shit, I don't got nothing else really to say. I don't remember what that video was about. Was it supposed to be a response?
No, it's not a response. Everyone's doing their own video. It's not like a response to them because, you know, at the end of the day, we're all friends. It may seem like we don't like each other, but in some weird, twisted little way, we're all friends. And there's no love lost, there's no shade, there's nothing. I'm just